Hey my dear learners, I am teacher Shira, and for today, I will be guiding you on how to fill out forms correctly. Most transactions nowadays are done by filling out forms. Forms are important for it conveys information needed to finish a transaction, which are mostly formal. Let us have an example of a form. I have here an example of an admission form. To analyze this, let us answer the following question. What informations are asked for in the form? What should you do before filling out the form? And why do you have to read the form before answering? There are actually few things to remember in filling out a form. Let us go back to this example. The first thing that you must remember is to always read each item in the form very carefully. Read or browse the content of the form before answering it to avoid making mistakes, and to know what are the things needed to fill out the form. In this example, it requires name, date of birth, place of birth, age, primary address, school address, the kindergarten that you have attended, and the parents' information. The next thing that you must remember is to follow printed direction. Following direction properly will make it easier for you to answer a form. In this example, we have this direction. Complete the admission form below, use capital letters only, write NA for parts that are not applicable. You should always remember to follow direction to avoid making mistakes. The next thing that you must remember is to be precise in supplying the information. Write only what is being asked, but always remember to take time. Number 4, give true and correct information. Writing false or incorrect information will hinder or slow down the processing of the form. Also, it is bad to give false information. For numbers 5 and 6, we must remember to avoid making erasure and handle the form with atmosphere. You must always keep the form presentable. Crumpled parts of the paper or too many corrections can cause confusion and will slow down the processing of the form or the transaction itself. This is the form that we had earlier. Take time to analyze if we have done it correctly. Let me show you some example of forms that you may encounter. A biodata, remittances forms, and even a banking application form. To sum up, a form contains information needed to finish a transaction. Things to remember in filling out forms. Read each item in the form very carefully, follow printed directions, be precise in supplying information, give true and correct information, avoid making erasures, and handle the form with utmost care. This is all for today, my dear learners. I hope you have learned how to fill out the forms correctly. To get more of these videos, kindly hit the subscribe button. Thank you and God bless.